Hall of Famer, president of the LA Kings. Luc, how are you? Is it true that you took one look at the weather here in Toronto and said, I'm not going to Toronto to watch that game?
That's a big set you got, huh? Big budget you guys got there.
I told you, man, you're coming on like a really hot show right now. Okay? It's almost as good as hosting Saturday Night Live for you right now.
Almost.
Everything's good out in California?
Yeah, everything's good. No, it wasn't the weather. It's just like we got too much going on, with the team and different things. So I wasn't able to go, unfortunately.
You must be pretty pleased right now for the start. Like, no one's giving away playoff spots, but, a bad October, maybe like some teams like Calgary might be, looking at, can really stress out your whole regular season, those first 10 or 15 games.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is you look at it the way your team is playing. We like the way we're playing. We're not happy with a few results, but there's a couple games like we're still questioning. We're like, maybe we could do this better and so forth. But when the work is there and you see the guys are believing in something, that's what makes you happy. You obviously win the results business, and you expect to to win as many games as possible and so forth. But when your team is trending in the right direction, that's when, you feel better as an organization.
Luc, you guys, have a lot of exciting talent on your team, and you have some guys that have been around in big parts of the league for a long time. How do you feel where do you feel your organization is at? Is it sort of the sweet spot right now that you have Doughty and Kopitar still so good with these young guys contributing already?
Yeah, it's funny you asked that. I remember when we were kind of on a rebuild, and when Dean Lombardi started, and at the time he talked about getting some guys that would come in and help the room. And, he traded for guys like Justin Williams, Matt Green, Jared Stoll. And those were guys that were going to come in and really help our room. Rob Scuderi, there's a few guys like that. And we're fortunate that while we were doing this rebuild, we had guys that had Stanley Cup pedigree, they're great players, and they're great people. Anze Kopitar, Drew Doughty. I mean, we had Quickie here for many years, Dustin Brown. And those guys, when you're bringing along young guys and they see what it takes every day to be a pro, it's not just on the ice. It's everything you do around it that makes you better. And then you realize, these guys know, if you'll be lucky to play 15 years or 12 or 14 or 16. So from that standpoint, we feel pretty fortunate. We have those guys. And to finish the answer, our young guys, we're happy with some of the young guys that we have. They're making steps. We were talking about that yesterday. We have 4 young guys playing on our roster right now, and they're helping us make a difference.
Look, if we look over the past few years at teams that once they make a certain decision to go a certain way, some organizations like Chicago last year, or even the Leafs when they got Austin Matthews, would allow themselves to be the very worst, and that's okay to be the last place team. Then I watched the Rangers, and we just mentioned in 2018, they send out the letter saying, hey, listen, there's going to be some bumps along the way. And then I watch you guys, you never felt like you needed to go to the very bottom and reshape your organization. I mean, was that ever a thought? Or did you guys just say, no, we can do this, we can compete again, and we don't have to embarrass ourselves?
Well, it's not like you're trying to embarrass yourself. I think at some point you got to look at your organization and said, we're not going to get anywhere. I mean, we actually, funny enough, we just sent a letter. It's just that we're in LA. You guys didn't see it. You were asleep by the time we sent it. It was 8:30 LA time, but we explained more to our core fans that we were going to have to rebuild and retweak our team. It's not like you sit and say we're going to be bad. By the time you do it, you're already bad. you're going that route. And then if you think for 1 second you can add 1 or 2 players to the team and it'll make a difference, you're in dreamland, especially the way our system works now. Even though it took us a couple of years of going through the rebuild, it's not fun to lose. You're competing every game, and you get disappointed. And then at the end of the game, you study. Well, did we make a step forward or backward today, and so forth. But it really comes down to you have to come to realize to what kind of team you have. And for me, I think the way we looked at it too is we didn't want to be a team that would hang in there and be in the middle of the pack for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I'd rather say, let's go for it and really try to win versus being in the middle of the pack, because in the middle of the pack, you're either in or out. And every year you pick 14, 15, 16. And it's really hard you got to be really lucky to get a very impactful player when you're picking there. And it makes it really hard. And I think sometimes a lot of teams in Canada, there's so much pressure to be in there every year that it's hard to do. And I commend Montreal. It's hard to do what they're doing, but actually they're playing really well right now. But I know you mentioned the Leafs. It was the hardest thing to do, to say, it might be hard for the next couple of years, but we'll be better in the future. I know you guys are hard. A lot of people are hard on the Leafs, but they're in the playoffs every year. They know they're going to be in the playoffs, and they're still trying to win the cup. And that's when you have your organization in the right direction.
So we see a lot of these teams that rebuild or retool, and they get from, kind of bad to just in the playoffs and getting that mushy middle you're talking about. What do the Kings need to avoid ending up in that part of the standings this season or next, when you guys kind of feel like you have a chance at this point?
Well, we need to win it all.
That's it.
And then we're in the middle of the pack.
Need to get you to suit up again.
No, I think where we're at, we like where we're at. We know we still got a lot of young guys that need to make step. Quinton Byfield, and we got Brent Clark. He's playing in the minors right now. Jordan Spence is playing real well. Kaliev. Turcotte is finally healthy, and he's still a ways away. He's got to play more games. And we know these kids are going to make an impact. But, there's very few guys that have a huge impact at 18, 19, 20. And, guys that you see that they play another level. It's about winning. It's not just about the next contract and so forth. They're usually 24, 25. So we understand that. And hopefully by the time a lot of our guys hit that 23, 24, 25, they're really impactful player that can help us make a difference. And we're seeing some of the kids right now. They're making a big difference day in and day out with our team.
We're talking to Luc Robitaille, Hockey Hall of Famer and president of the LA Kings, mentioning young kids. We're watching Connor Bedard in Chicago come in, and the attention that he got was off the charts and well-deserved. He's an extraordinary talent. But then we also saw him come in, play 22, 23 minutes a night, play almost 2 minutes of a power play, and I'm sure at times early in his career feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders. You guys had not the number 1 pick overall in Quinton Byfield, but number 2. And just talk about his development and, sometimes the pressure that these kids can feel knowing that they are such high picks and what's expected out of them almost instantaneously.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on these guys. I think, too, from the time they're 12, 13, 14, they're the best players and everything. But like when we were kids, we didn't have agents. Well, I was a 9th-round drafter. I didn't even have an agent when I got drafted. You don't have agent. They have agents telling them, how great they are and what they're going to do. They're talking about signing a stick deal, and they got like everything being done, trainers and everything. So there's a tremendous amount of pressure when they turn pro. For us, it was a little bit different. When Quinton came in, it was COVID hit, and then the kid got sick a couple of times. He got hurt. So it was kind of weird because he missed a lot of games for 2 years. We've had a couple of first-round picks early on that literally missed 1-2 years. We look after a couple of years, they would only have 40, 50 games played, at any level. And that was the same with Gabe Vilardi for us. It took him 2.5 years to start playing games. And now he's going to be a great player in the NHL. He is already a great player, but it's just the way it is. So you look at a kid like Connor Bedard, like he comes in tremendous amount of pressure. I do believe like the Blackhawks have done a really good job at surrounding him with the right veterans, the guys like Corey Perry, Foligno, those guys. They know how to handle the room. They've seen it. They've been through different situations. So it should help a kid like that over the long term, because you guys know it's a long year. It's October, November. It's way different than January when it gets really heavy and the game changes a little bit.
Luke, two questions, one short. What year did you guys send out a letter to your fans?
It was 2000. I'll tell you what it was. It was we made right before we traded Jake Muzzin. So I think it was 2018. And sorry, guys, I think I stopped. Hold on.
Turning the lights off on us.
There you go.
So it was 2018 January, I think.
Okay.
Or November. It might have been November. We had a meeting with our owner, and we sent a letter not too long after that.
And you guys were in playoffs.
The guy that we traded was Jake Muzzin. It was really hard, but that was part of it.
Well, actually, that's the second part of my question, was about some of the players you guys have got from Toronto. The first hour of our show is a Leaf show. How has Trevor Moore been? Carl Grundstrom, you guys had Dursey for a bit. How have the Leafs acquisitions worked out for the Kings?
Really good. Trevor has really come on his own as a player. He's a very impactful player. I mean, you guys are going to see him tonight. He just puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the puck. I mean, this year I'm really happy for him. He's done what some guys have done, worked on his shot. He's had a great start. We love his work ethic and what he brings game in and game out. And same with Carl Grundstrom. He's played really well both ends of the ice, and he could put the puck in the net. But that's the way it is. When you want to get a good player, you got to give up good players, and that's the way this trade made out. I mean, unfortunately, Jake got hurt, but he was a great player, and you have to give up some good players to get a good player.
Luke, is the philosophy moving forward for the LA Kings is that the Stanley Cup's wide open, and we're now in one of 2 years or 3 years where we see an opportunity either by adding somebody now or at the trade deadline. We're going for it here.
Yeah, I would say so. That's where we're at for us. We know, if you put yourself in a position where you're top 8, top 10 teams, and you have a chance to be in the playoffs every year and compete, yeah, you're there where you look at make moves, say what could be the difference maker to help us, and you hope that your core is there. It's more like building around, a little bit like Tampa did. They were adding guys to come around and to bring that grit and so forth. And you guys did that it goes all the way back to the Rangers. It was like you had your core. It was you, Mess, and Mike. And then they added 17 guys around you three.
Yeah, they built around us.
I need you too. Sorry.
Hey, I took you under my wing in New York City.
You did.
As long as you picked up lunch. One more, Luke. If we looked at your roster right now, there are some people that would say the weak link is in net. Copley's there, Talbot. Is the game changed enough where you don't need the Kelly Rudies of the world carrying you in a playoff or star goaltenders here? Did we learn something the last few years?
I don't know. I think you need a great goalie. You need a goalie that's hot. Ken Holland said to me, I think in 1998 and 97, they had a goalie that never lost a game for them. So you got to start that way. You want to have a goalie that never lose the game for you. But if your goalie can make a few saves that are unexpected and on top never lose the game for you, you're going to win a lot of game. And I just think that the way the game is played now, actually, we forgot that for about 15 years or so, there were about 12 to 15 teams that we knew their goalies that were the same goalie all the time. And I think we got spoiled. And today there's only 4 or 5 teams that have these type of goalie that year in and year out, they're the same. It's been a weird position. I'm not sure if it's the skill level of the players better. I mean, you see these short side, like right by the neck on goal, and you think it's the goalie's fault, but really, if you look back, the hole is not big, and these guys seems to hit it every single time. It's amazing. So I just think as long as your goalie has a certain save percentage and keeps you in the game, it gives you like really good chances. And it's just been a little bit different the last couple of years.